Boom! Today, I have a pop quiz for you. In the comments below, name the 6 main types of tow trucks. Hi guys, I'm Logan, the 64th Gear Jammer Skeele, and welcome to another edition of Toy Talk. I've talked about tow trucks before on my channel, and you can watch those videos with the playlist link down below. Also, I've got a few tow trucks for sale on my website, and there are links down below so you can go on and get your very own. Now, on with the video so you can find out how many of the types of tow trucks you know. Chain or strap. The first type of tow truck you may have experienced yourself or provided to a stranded motorist. That's right, a chain or tow strap. You're right, that's not really a tow truck. It's just 2 vehicles attached together, one helping the other.
This is a pretty good representation of a chain or strap towing method. It is a Jeep Wrangler Rubicon soft top pulling an older Jeep Wrangler YJ. Both of these are 1/64 scale by Greenlight, and you can see the little yellow strap in between. Oftentimes you would have a chain or a strap. Now, this is not a great method of towing. It's wonderful for emergencies, and that's about it. But it is often employed very much with the off-roaders because they'll often get stuck and need a little tug to get out, and it works well for them.
Our first kind of tow truck is the hook and chain. This truck employed a hook and chain to hook onto the broken car or truck. This type was used and is still used today from time to time. The hook and chain idea was employed by Ernest Holmes in developing his first tow truck, designed specifically for recovery and towing a vehicle. Please go on and see my video on Ernest Holmes Company, wrecker and towing equipment, and learn more about the history of the tow truck.
Here we have a pretty good representation of a sling tow truck, which is a boom with a sling on it. This was the standard way that towing was done for decades. Holmes kind of invented it and came with it. Now, Greenlight didn't make this truck functional. It's quite a shame, but it does look very nice and looks just like a real Holmes sling tow bed or Vulcan tow bed. You can see the 2 black straps that are right there, which make up the sling right there. And then the tow bar, which braces the car from the truck. This went out of favor when they went out of using steel bumpers. And Greenlight did a pretty good job on this Chevrolet C30 of making a sling tow truck. The only problem is they didn't make it functional, so the best we can do is just kind of set it and make it look like it's about to hook up.
Next up, we have wheel lift tow trucks. A wheel lift truck evolved from the hook and chain tow truck. Wheel lift trucks are used to haul cars by towing either the front or rear end of the vehicle, so the part being hauled is not touching the ground, but instead are cradled by the metal plates or spectacles of the truck. This part of the truck is consisting of metal plates that are called cradles because they are literally cradling either the front or rear wheels of the vehicle so that only the other end of the vehicle is touching the ground. This type of truck is ideal for towing 2-wheel drive vehicles because the wheels are still capable of movement, as opposed to the 4-wheel drive vehicle requiring the use of a flatbed.
For the standard wheel lift here, we have a Nypd Wrecker. It's an International Durastar, also made by Greenlight, and it has a wheel lift bed. It's also got a little integrated boom on it. Unfortunately, again, Greenlight did not make it functional, but it is a really nice decorative display piece. The wheel lift here does not go up or down, and neither does the boom, so there's not really a lot you can do with it. But unlike the sling that they made, this one you could actually kind of set a car on it carefully, and it'll work. It's got toolboxes, lights. They did a really nice job with this truck all around. Casting and tow bed is really sharp on it, so We can overlook the lack of working parts, but it would really be nice if they had done working parts. And again, it's non-functional. If you were to pull the truck, that would pull right out from under the car, but that's what it would look like pulling. And it's hooked up to a Tesla Model 3.
Which leads us to type number 3. Flatbed tow trucks. Most of today's cars do not have places for a tow truck driver to hook a chain or to use a wheel lift truck. So, flatbed tow trucks were developed. The flatbeds come in a variety of lengths and strengths. Flatbeds are one of the most common and widely used towing vehicles in the world. A flatbed truck has a long empty bed with a flat top. Hydraulics are used to move the flatbed upwards and downwards. What makes flatbed trucks easy to use is that you can simply drive your vehicle up the ramp or have it pulled up with a winch and cable. They have many purposes, from clearing wrecks to just transporting vehicles from one place to another. Used and loaded properly, flatbed tow trucks offer one of the safest ways to tow vehicles. I should amend that, to carry vehicles.
This is an older piece. It is an old Freightliner M2 that was made by SpecCast as a rollback. I've got a Tesla Model S sitting on the deck. As with the all-wheel drive platform and four-wheel drives, in order to tow them, you have to have all wheels off the ground. This one is an all die-cast piece. Unlike the Greenlights that have a lot of plastic, this one's all die-cast, and it is functional. The bed goes up and down. Now it'll probably roll the car off, but there. There we go. The bed lifts and it slides back and down to the ground so you could put a car onto it. It does have a standard wheel lift on the back stinger, but that stinger is non-functional. Doors and everything else don't open. But the rollback does roll down so you could drive a car onto it and haul it away, which is really nice. The Freightliner M2 rollback by SpecCast. An older piece, but a good one if you can find one.
Boom trucks are next. A boom truck is a light to moderately heavy-duty truck that uses a hydraulic arm called a boom. It is an adjustable hydraulic arm that can rotate 180 degrees. Boom trucks are used to recover cars from a ditch and over an embankment. It uses a hook and chain system to lift the object and is useful for light to heavy duty recovery or towing. Today, most tow truck operators of a boom truck use slings and belt lifts to tow, as they are much safer to use. Some flatbed trucks are equipped with booms.
And this is the Neo Scale Models White Road Boss Holmes Split Boom Wrecker. This is a boom lift that was common over here. They've long gone out of favor for integrateds and rotators, but these were the original boom lifts, split booms. Now, the Neo Scale Models is also a non-functional. It's purely a display model, so best you can do is this, setting it up to really just kind of look like he's about to hook up. And they did a really nice job making this Holmes bed. And to see more about this one, please go on and see my video on Holmes Wreckers. There's a link down in the description below. The White Road Boss Split Boom Holmes Wrecker. And it's about ready to pick up an old Kenworth K100 for Montfort.
Next type is the integrated tow truck. Integrated tow trucks are used for heavy-duty purposes, as they are much larger and more specialized. They are used to transport rigs or buses. An integrated tow truck has extra axles for added stability, strength, and its boom is embedded into the core of the truck. An integrated tow truck uses two methods of towing, a boom and a wheel lift. These two methods are integrated in the truck to make it a versatile choice for many vehicles. This truck is used for recovery as well as towing. The integrated truck is very much like its successor, the Rotator. The basic difference between an integrated truck and a Rotator is the boom can rotate 360 degrees on a Rotator, while the boom on an integrated truck can only be raised and lowered in a fixed position in the center of the bed. However, on a Rotator, the manufacturers have added one more thing that makes the Rotator truck unique and the most versatile of all the tow trucks. The Rotator is now sitting on a bed that can move horizontally on the bed of the truck, even under load. Fantastic. Well, at least I think so.
This is a Peterbilt 335 with a Century 9055 50-ton integrated boom. It's also known as a fixed boom. It is somewhat functional in that the underlift does go out and it will go under the truck so that you could tow it away. As you can see, it does work, but it's not the greatest. It doesn't really hold the truck up high enough. They did put a winch on it, and they've got lights and everything else. Also, DCP made a integrated truck before they made their first Rotator.
The Rotator. Now we come to the most versatile tow recovery vehicle on the road today, the Rotator. If you haven't seen my two videos covering Rotator trucks, please do so. I've placed links down below. Coming in several sizes, the Rotator truck is a fantastic machine, combining a crane and a tow truck together to make a recovery vehicle to operate and recover disabled vehicles from difficult terrain relatively easy. Rotators are rated in tons that they can lift. The most common is the 70-ton Rotator, but recently Miller Century released a massive 100-ton rolling bed rotator, and you've got to see my video on it with the link down below. What do I mean by a rolling bed rotator? As you know, the boom mechanisms can raise and lower, rotate 360 degrees in a fixed position on a rotator. Well, a rolling bed rotator can rotate 360 degrees, plus the boom can move back and forth, aka roll, down the middle of the bed. Hence, rolling bed rotator.
And this is the big dog. This is the Century 1150 Rotator. It is a 50-ton rotator. It can lift and rotate 360 degrees, and if you have all the slings, you could actually rotate that truck and pick the whole truck up. Now, this one is made by DCP, and I've done a full review on this truck over in my video on rotators and the M100 rotator, so go see that and you can see all about this truck. But here we have it hooked up to a Western Star doing a recovery and getting that truck back up on its wheels. I'm just guessing the guy lost a wheel, but we don't know. He's here at the rock quarry and they just brought him out to pull that truck and fix it.
From a simple chain to the first tow truck designed by Ernest Holmes. Broken or wrecked vehicles have to be removed and taken to somewhere to get fixed or junked. Unlike the days before Holmes built his first tow truck, the tow recovery industry now have 6 basic kinds of tow trucks up their sleeves. From these 6 basic types of trucks, many variations have been made. One good example is a variation on the wheel lift. The repo industry has a specialized wheel lift truck designed for a quick snatch and grab of vehicles parked in tight spaces.
This here is a Chevy 3500 HD. It is a specialized type of wheel lift with a snatch and grab. This is a repo special. It's designed for the driver to go out and hook up the car without ever leaving the seat of the truck. They are made for quick, and of course Greenlight did sort of make it functional. The boom part there, it does fold down so you could put wheels on it, and it does have both parts for the wheel lift, as you can see right there. But the boom doesn't raise or lower, it just folds this way enough that you could put a car on it and haul it away. And here we've got him out there repossessing somebody's Bmw X5. That X5 was made by Paragon, and the Chevy 3500 repo special was made by Greenlight.
I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. Please take a quick moment to smash that like button, subscribe, sponsor me over on Patreon, and shop on my online store with the link down below. This really helps support the channel. Thanks for watching. I'm Logan, the 64th Gear Jammer Skeele, and I'll be back soon with another episode of Toy Talk.